Do banks actually take XRP as payment for real estate? This is going to be discussed. They heard about a recent story that was done on Fox News. Rob Cunningham released this as well. There are certain important topics that require our attention. We are creating history. The United States is working to transition all of its infrastructure to blockchain technology. We also know which business might be the top supplier to the US government. We will talk about that. There's also an ad from 2014. This commercial is new to me. I thought sharing it with you might be entertaining. I hope you all appreciate this, since we will also be looking at some charts in the lower half. Please hit like if you find any value in it. I can expand the channel thanks to that. We're getting close to 100,000 subscribers. You keep returning if you enjoy my stuff. Consider traveling with us to reach 100,000. So, ladies and gentlemen, get your motors going, urges Rob Cunningham. This may or may not be an American phenomenon. I've heard something like, start your engines. I'm not sure. This is something they constantly say at races and similar events. It might not be an American phenomenon. Okay, 18 XRP ETFs are available. What are we currently examining then? With a level playing field, 18 XRP ETFs market structure and stablecoin laws have now been adopted globally by 17 NA. Federal Reserve sunset wars destroyed the Middle East and Asian currencies, revalued gold and silver, and restored the US Treasury to the XRP ledger. Currency manipulations also ended the Ripple initial public offering. Dishonest media, dwindling interoperability, the rapid shift in fast payments, and much more. All right, just a few things here. Pure love. We are aware that Ripple is not currently interested in going public. The other day, I saw a video from garlinghouse explaining why they don't require the funds. Of all, as a private corporation, Ripple is free to do anything they want and accomplish more. The majority of businesses IPO because they are in need of funding. Ripple doesn't. Therefore, I don't think this will occur very soon. Perhaps in 2026, Ripple will wait for a green market. Naturally, they may wait if tariffs and other factors prevent markets from experiencing prosperous years. Good luck with that. Federal Reserve sunset. Wars ended. In any case, elections have repercussions and governments love to do it. Everything is altered by mandate. The USA is restored by reconstitution. Globally, debt slavery is eradicated. Money unlocks quickly. The best is still to come. The Fed is ended by gold. Let the sound of liberation resound. Godspeed to everyone. Actual history. I like to hear other people's perspectives that may differ from mine, but I agree with some of the things that are a little bit out of the ordinary. See if I can learn and develop and see if they're making an effort to comprehend what they're saying. Let's go back to the original ad video for Ripple. Let's get started. Every year, 500 billion electronic payments are made worldwide, resulting in 36 trillion hours of processing time and tens of billions of dollars in fees. Money makes use of outdated, ineffective technologies that operate on disjointed networks and are costly and slow. The globe has become flatter and more linked thanks to the internet, but payments have not kept up. The time has come for money to change. Presenting Ripple, a brand new international payment system. Like the internet did for knowledge, that does the same for money. Payments with Ripple are as simple as sending an email. Any type of currency may be sent for almost nothing to anyone in the world in a matter of seconds. It provides people sovereignty over their money, supports robust applications, helps current firms expand, and opens up the global economy to billions of people who do not have access to banks or other financial institutions. Everyone will benefit from a smarter, faster, more efficient, and wealthy financial future. Join the expanding Ripple community and contribute to the development of the network that will revolutionize global business practices. I regret not seeing this in 2014. I simply would have toppled over. Okay, there are 2 days remaining. There is an actual countdown. While the others are still writing memos, XRP will be entering the regulated futures market in 48 hours. Deals are being signed by XRP. XRP is making agreements. This is a signal, not merely a listing. Does a blockchain make agreements? All right. Fox News recently reported on buying real estate with Bitcoin, Doge, and XRP. Using cryptocurrency to purchase a home is no longer a joke. It's widely accepted. The change is taking place. My query is, who in their right mind would say, hey, I'm going to use all of my XRP to purchase a house right now? That would just be crazy, don't you think? I was watching a video in which someone was attempting to purchase a piece of real estate in Manhattan for what at the time was approximately 50,000 Bitcoin. At the time, it was several $1,000,000. It has been a very long time. And it was, I believe the offer was for about 50,000 Bitcoin. Additionally, Bitcoin is most likely worth billions and billions of dollars today. However, it was only being sold for a few $1,000,000 worth of real estate at the time. In other words, those individuals most likely wish they had brought Bitcoin home. Additionally, the individual who donated the Bitcoin is most likely very sorry for selling it to purchase that house at that time when they could have had billions of dollars in a few years. The same circumstance. This seems to be the end. Until cryptocurrency truly becomes popular and people have so much money that they don't know what to do with it. I don't see many people doing this. For example, what if XRP or any other cryptocurrency you possess blew up tomorrow? Instead of having to cash out and then utilize your cryptocurrency, it might be simpler for you use it to purchase a home that costs, say, $5 million or $10 million. I'm not sure whether that is considered a double taxation incident, but I'm sure a highly intelligent person can advise you on the best course of action. Hex Trust will assist Fubon Bank in establishing a line of credit for home equity. HELOC is utilizing Ripple. This bank is also thinking of establishing its own home equity line. Recall that other banks say, oh, I like that when Ripple does these tests and releases the results. Correct. I would like my bank to be allowed to consider it. Typically, banks have an entire department dedicated to loans, secondary loans, or home equity lending. Their duty is to spend their entire day at an office gathering all the necessary paperwork, making calls, arranging everything, and attempting to complete the loan. And it would be great if you could automate all of this. Consider how much, yes, some of these individuals will need to be retrained to perform different tasks and support the current system. But now, even if you have the necessary information preloaded, you may obtain HELOC in a matter of minutes or seconds, as opposed to weeks or months. It's insane. The use case is discussed in this example of tokenized securities of physical assets that move to real-time transfers using PBCs as a wholesale instrument. The application Hex Trust took part in PNN's innovative home equity line of credit. The HELOC pilot was thoughtfully created to give Hong Kong residents easier access to excess property equity. The pilot starts with Fubon Bank safely minting a fictitious